Hey, all you colorful sprinkles, it's a rainy day here in Wisconsin, and I'm at my friend Ace's house. I'm picking him up so we can go see a pig. Let's go. We are going to go see a pig. Are you ready, Ace?
It's hog time, baby.
It's hog time. Let's go. Hey, all you colorful sprinkles. This week, the La Crosse Library has an event for Brutus the Mini Pig, and I love pigs, so we're gonna go see him and see what he's up to. I heard he gives a great presentation, so let's head downstairs at the library and get the show started. We are happy to see there was a full audience for Brutus and Jancy, and they both shared some awesome, unique talents with us. Brutus is absolutely a showstopper. Check this out. He played some horns for us.
What's this? Yay! Do it again! Do it again! Do it again! All right, do it again. What's this one? What's this one?
Brutus also knows how to pick up his toys and help put them away. He's one smart pig. And speaking of pigs being smart, an audience member asked if it's easier to train a dog or a pig, and this is what Jancy said.
Pigs are actually quite a bit easier to train than dogs because, for one, they're very food motivated. And because of them being so smart, they really do pick up things quite quickly. Here, leave the basketball again. Good boy. Say high five.
In the comments below, I want you to type in, how much do you think Brutus weighs? He looks like a big boy. And in just a second, I'll give you the answer, but go ahead and type it now. All right, did you type it?
Brutus weighs 141 pounds.
That's 141 pounds of love. And also, he's quite the ladies' man, as he gives wonderful kisses.
Brutus would kiss me and my boys, who are young adults, really, 21 and 23, but they still are like, ew, gross, Mom. But they're like, he even moves his snout to like do a real kiss. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss.
Not only that, he can also play the bongos.
Not do it. Not do it. This is fun. This is fun. This one.
Afterwards, we all got to feed him one of his favorite treats, grapes on a stick. I want to give a huge thank you to Brutus and the La Crosse Library for making this event happen, because who doesn't love a good pig? And Brutus was so kind he even helped put away the chairs. Alright, let's leave the library and head to one of my favorite local antique stores, Relic Road. It is raining out, but let's see what kind of treasures they have. They also have this cool outdoor area where they also have antiques up for display, so don't forget to check around the building. It'd be really cool to make my own custom willow sign with some of these letters. I also like looking at the fonts and trying to guess where some of these are from. I think some of those yellow and red ones are from a Wells Fargo bank. There's a cute old-timey candy shelf in the front of the store, and one of my favorite things to get are the candy cigarettes. It's like edible chalk. Look at this old accordion. I love finding old ventriloquist puppet stuff, and of course I ran into some Howdy Doody stuff. They have this bandana and this cute little book. Remember when Halloween costumes came in a box like this? I remember I saw the end of those like in the early 90s, and then they really stopped making those. This store has a lot of unique vintage Disney stuff, but one thing that absolutely caught my eye today was this awesome lamp they had sitting in the corner of the room. I believe it's from the Grand Californian Resort in California. It looks like a lot of their decorations, so I couldn't find an exact match. And as a magician, I like these reproduction Houdini handcuffs. Those look really hard to get out of, but maybe I'll get them at some point and give it a shot. I already have a lot of clowns in my collection, but this is a really cool happy birthday clown. It looks like a plate or a wall hanger, but it'd be weird to have that just for once a year. I wonder why I have such an urge to put these forbidden grapes in my mouth. They just look so juicy. They also have a shelf of the ever popular uranium glass, and they have a lot of different things made out of uranium. I'm not sure if those are really just safe to have in your house, but I guess they're okay if they're in the right container. This back room has a lot of Petroliana, including license plates and model cars and old car signage and old containers of oil. Anyone who's a car fan should definitely check this place out. Look at this light. It's got a helmet built into it. They've got some really unique lights in this place. If you're a crafty person, you might also like to know that this place has little odds and ends drawers where you can stock up on little pieces of things like skeleton keys and magnets and different types of keychains and everything you could imagine, from seashells to test tubes. They have it all in these little containers, and it's great for if you're building crafts or something and you want to make something look really cool. They even had some Cabbage Patch Kid minis. Imagine hooking up your Nintendo Switch to this television. It's kind of funky looking. I love it. Jarts. You could play that with your jean shorts on. You could play jarts and jorts. Although be very careful. I've seen the injuries. They also have another odds and ends container in the middle of the room. This has things like everything from ashtrays to matchbooks to weird little tokens and pins and patches and even troll dolls. Oh, to be a frog sitting on the shelf of an antique store. Oh, wait a second. What's this over here? I love finding antique postcards. If you see a place you're from, leave it in the comments below. Let me know if you see your hometown in here. I'm looking for Florida right now to see if they have any like Orlando area ones. I'm not quite seeing it yet, but we'll keep going. A lot of the West Coast right now. Oh, now we have some Nashville and Memphis. We have New Mexico, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Evansville. I drove through Kentucky. It was very scary driving through Kentucky at nighttime. El Paso, Texas, Kentucky, Montgomery, San Francisco, Chattanooga, Southwest, and a highway one. Okay, well, no Florida, but it's always worth checking. In this back room is where the Breweriana stuff is. All sorts of beer signs and neons. More neon signs than Las Vegas has on their strip. Okay, maybe that's an over-exaggeration, but they have a lot of neon in this room. The whole room glows. And then look at this cool bar. Imagine having that in your house. Are you a beer drinker? I'm not much of one myself, but do you have a favorite brand of beer? Let me know in the comments. I know Wisconsin's very famous for Old Style, very popular one here, especially here in La Crosse. I always love sifting through the treasures here at Relic Road, but it's time to head on to our next stop, which is going to be the Goodwill here in Onalaska. And oh, now it's snowing and it's a different day. Magic of editing. People often ask me where I get my clown dolls. I have a huge collection of clown dolls, and I actually always find them at Goodwill. That's where I mostly find most of my clown dolls. Both in Florida and here in Wisconsin, both of my Goodwills have always had a doll section. So I always recommend checking there if you're trying to collect some creepy clown dolls or just looking for something unusual. Definitely check the doll section. Sometimes you can find some really cool treasures there. The other section I like to check is the book section. Nowhere else do you find books this cheap. In fact, one of my favorite books to look for are the Goosebumps books you've seen in past videos. I always check for Goosebumps books. They're easiest to find on looking by the side of the book. So I always look for the slime, and sometimes I find them, sometimes I don't. They did have a lot of babysitters clubs. They had some Magic Treehouse and Animorphs, but I'm not currently collecting those. But definitely check out the book section at your local Goodwill. You never know what you'll find. I really hope I can move into a bigger space soon because I'm always running into really cool glassware that's got like funky patterns and such. And also check out this cute little teddy bear from the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C. It's always interesting to see where things have come from. I spotted this beautiful Melissa and Doug magic kit. It was nicely made. It was all wooden and it had some really nice props in there. Melissa and Doug has really good quality products and I was tempted to grab it, but I held on to my money. Should I have picked this up? I mean, it wasn't bad for $3.99. Melissa and Doug usually costs a lot more than that. Then also look at this thing. It looked like one of those Poochies. I've never seen it before. Do you know what this is? Some sort of robot cat. I'm not sure if it's from a set or anything like that, but it looked really cool. Also, this purple phone looks so cool except for the gunk in the mouthpiece, but you can always clean that out. I just don't have a landline, but this is such a beautiful phone and it would be a great centerpiece. This bike, which I was thinking of getting for my friend Maverick, when I saw the price though, I almost jumped out of my clothes. It's $74. What are you thinking, Goodwill? You get this stuff for free. Shame on you.
Let's get out of here.
All right, I have one more place to go, and that's Don's Dollar Deals. That's in Holmen, Wisconsin. It's a thrift store full of all sorts of things. This lady, Dawn, runs it, and she was so nice. We got to chat with her for a minute and then look around her store. And there was so many little things just piled up in random places. It's really hard to find stuff, but if you dig, the magic's there. I actually remember playing this Candyland game as a kid. If you're trying to furnish a house or an apartment, this is the place to go. They have so many house furnishings. They have so much kitchenware. You can find all sorts of decorations, as well as like things like coffee makers, sweet tea makers, waffle irons, even a typewriter. And Ace went with me on this trip as well, and he even found this really cool lemon teapot. I love this ugly 70s chair. It's so cool and ugly at the same time. I kind of really want it. Leave it to me to find a magic kit, but this one wasn't as good as the Melissa and Doug one. I'm gonna leave it here. Not what I'm looking for. But if I had a house, I would definitely get these spooky looking portraits. Kind of make my own version of a haunted mansion. This place is so big, they actually have 2 floors full of stuff, and I have to come back here sometime and really do a thorough dig through of all this stuff because there's just so much stuff. Look at all of this. Well, that's all the energy I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this content. Also, hit the subscribe button to see more videos next time I post one on Monday. Also, check out one of these videos. YouTube thinks you'll like them. See you next week.